Yes, it looks that way.
Can you see me now, everybody?
You need to keep talking.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Like I'm not on camera. I don't have a microphone.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're starting the show. Okay. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another rather bizarre episode of Psychic Sundays. This week we are broadcasting from a hotel room, which accounts for the poor quality and probably the producer's poor mood. It hasn't been easy for him. But here we are, right here for all of our YouTube friends. And of course, we want to say good morning to all of our friends in India. It's wonderful that you get up and make it here to see us. Okay. And also, anybody who wants reading from me in person is in Stratford at Spa near the tracks. Call 519-272-1293 to make an appointment, or we can schedule a reading online, just you and me online, anywhere in the world. Just send me an email to info@sallydiane.com and I'll get back
Just
with you.
quit swinging.
I'll get back with you and we'll schedule an appointment. And I'm sorry about the swinging, folks. I'm in a swivel chair and, can't help it. Okay, so who's our first querent?
Our first victim is.
He's looking. Okay, and I'm shuffling the cards for you. Okay, okay. Once again, sorry for any delays and sorry for the video quality, folks. We are broadcasting from a hotel right here in the Detroit area, and I'm taking time out of my vacation to join my YouTube friends. Um,
Happy birthday, Sally.
yes, happy birthday! I did get a happy birthday on the baseball uh, uh, thing, the baseball display where it said "Happy 29th, Nana."
Do I need to glue your feet to the floor?
Yes, absolutely.
Our first question is from Jasmina.
Hi, Jasmina.
How will my boss react when I resign?
I hope he cries. Let's see what my cards have to say, though. All right, so first off, and we have a different deck this tonight. So first off,
Why do we have a different deck?
we have a different deck because I forgot to bring all my cards. But it's an interesting deck, and it's called the Tarot of Enchantment. And Jasmina, your first card describes your boss. You have the King of Pentacles. So he is a pretty well grounded person. He is very money orientated. And so it's possible they stingy with the compliments and guidance and pay. Let's see what we got here. We've got the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is a card of dissatisfaction. So he is going to regret losing you. In true businessman fashion, his biggest regret is having to put the money out to train somebody else to take your job. See what the final outcome is. And the final outcome is the Page of Cups. And so this tells me that you are going to get some very good messages, Jasmina. Regardless of how your boss responds when you resign, it feels like you've done something very good for yourself when you by resigning. It feels like you're taking up something that's going to feed your soul a bit. And there's lots of cups in this reading, so that tells me that there's a lot of emotions, dissatisfaction on his side, but hope and looking forward to the next thing on your side. So who's our next from?
Our next question is from Windy City, who wants to know about September.
right, so your first card is the Five of Pentacles, and that's a Five of Pentacles reversed. Now, right side up talks about kind of being on the outside, looking in, and maybe going through a period of hardship. Since reverse tells me September, you're feeling less than all that financially, and you're going to end a period of feeling on the outside looking in. So it looks like September starts out pretty good for you. The next card you have is Death reversed, and Death is about changes coming up. When it's reversed, the changes are delayed. So you might hear about some future changes in September, and you're not going to have to adjust to them right away, but eventually you will. And finally, you've got the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands talks about travel, talks about things that happen fast. So it looks like toward the end of the month, there's some travel for you. Okay, so happy September, Windy City. And who's next,
I
my
don't
dear?
know. I've got lost in the chat here.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, my trackpad is not behaving.
Like those track pads.
Oh, it's working pretty well. I'm just not used to it. Oh, jeepers. Lynette wants to start a band.
Oh, really? How exciting. Okay, so let's see about Lynette's band. The hardest part of this for me is learning is holding up cards. All right, so the first card we get is the King of Wands, and I like that. That does tell me that you've got a good opportunity. Maybe you've made some good connections here. Okay, so work on strengthening the connections that you've already made. That seems to be in your best interest here. Okay, and then the next card is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is about agreement. Um it's about working together. It's about accomplishing things working together. So I do see this idea of teamwork. And again, teamwork works best here. So, it's always about how you lead. It's better if you're the leader of the band to lead by example. And last but not least, you have the Empress. And on that, the Empress is you. This could go very well. And I also see that you have two crowns in the reading, which does bode well for you. And they say the head that wears a crown is heavy. Heavy is the head that wears a crown. So this tells me that yes, you did start a band. You have all the things you need. The most important thing you need to work on now is leadership. So you're at that point. Well, congratulations. So far, it looks pretty good for you. And who's next, darling?
Hang on.
Being in the Detroit area, one of the things I like is driving up. I think it's 94. When you're driving up 94 around Mount Clemens, they've got this great big guy, and he's been there forever. So it's kind of like a landmark that I look for, and it's a big guy called Mike. And so I always wave to Mike.
Our next question is from Patricia, but unfortunately, we won't be able to answer it because she's looking for a specific number. Patricia's question is how many new bookkeeping clients will I get before this year is over?
Okay.
And that's just not something we can answer.
Yeah, the cards kind of get snippy when you try and quantify them too much. But I could look at how your clients, new clients are going to go this year. Okay, let's just see how this goes, because I know that you
Please
are.
stop swiveling.
Sorry, I did ask the hotel to send another chair because I just swivel chairs and me. So,
Yeah, but the staff in this hotel is useless.
well, we're not. So your first card is the Patricia is the King of Wands. So this is about having a good opportunity, and it is a male card, but it's talking about you and who you are. As far as how many clients you get, I think that it all depends on you. So, it's kind of like it's your business. You're going to have to be the number one promoter, and you're going to have, I'm getting this idea of nurturing it and babying along. So, this card right here tells me that it's actually possible to greatly improve your new client numbers. All right, so here you go. You've got the Five of Wands, and I think we've gotten this before for you. And it is reversed, so it's competition, but because it's reversed, it talks about unpleasant. It talks about nasty competition. It tells me that you're in a business where there's a lot of underhanded things going. And when you've got a lot of underhanded things going, you kind of have to keep a close eye on everything and keep close contact with all your clients. Don't let anything fall between the cracks because there's somebody there that's ready to gobble it up and take it away from you. And last but not least, you've got the Page of Cups. And so it does look like toward the end of the year, you've got the Page of Cups, which tells me that you do get the number that you want. Although the cards are saying that if you played your cards right, you could actually get more than that. And it's all about that wandy, fiery energy. Be the boss that you need to be. Okay, so that's it.
Next we have Marianne, who's looking to see what's in store for September.
Okay, and Marianne's September. Hard to believe we're looking at September already. Oh, the summer has flown by. Whoops. We'll look at that one. So September starts out with the Nine of Pentacles. So overall, as you go into the fall, as you go into September, it feels like you're happy with what you see before you. Okay. So what else do they say? Other than general contentment and looking at what you've done for yourself and being proud of yourself. So your attitude towards yourself is right on in September. You also have you have the Six of Cups, but it's the Six of Cups reversed. And uh the Six of Cups is about nostalgia and reaching into your childhood and kind of, benefiting from the past. But when it's reversed, it talks about the dangers of clinging to them. So if you have old grudges, now is the time to release them because grudges and bringing up the past is just doesn't feel right for you. Also, I wonder where you're at. You wouldn't have to have snow in September, would you? Well, anyhow,
Next we have the Diane Wellington,
go ahead.
who wants to know about the week ahead.
Hi, Diane, and we'll see about the week ahead. He's pushing me along. Okay. Miss Wellington and week ahead. And the cards. Okay, the first card you get is the Fool. And the Fool is about accepting opportunities. The Fool is about having faith and being willing to take a leap of faith. Okay, so for me, that sounds pretty good. The second card is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is the romantic knight. He's he's kind-hearted and he's noble and he's honest and he's true. And this is somebody I see having a big influence around you. And lastly, you've got Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is about competition. And when it's right side up like this, it's kind of about normal competition, like you would have within a workplace or whatever, to see who gets the most of this or the most of that. But it's not nasty, it's just normal competition. Okay, so that's what I see around you, Diane.
And next we have Kara James, who wants to know about September. Hey, Jasmina's in Canada. Hey, hey. Apparently, the in laws did not know what a wobbly pop was.
No, they didn't.
Do they now?
Yes, they do.
And the verdict is
No sense of humor, no imagination. Okay, so what was the question again?
Kara wants to know about September.
September, that's right. Okay, so first you got the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is about, uh, not getting everything you want, or maybe not getting exactly what you expected. So I think that this September, be willing to take be willing to take a second look at something you would say no to right away because it might be more beneficial than you think. Okay, and then the next card is strength. And again, strength reverse. And I read this quite literally. I worry about things sapping your strength. I worry about you not getting enough sleep, maybe a little insomnia. I worry about, maybe irregular meals, things that upset your stomach, just all kinds of things. I just feel like you've got little issues happening, but they're silly things that you can do something about. So in September, be proactive and take care of your health. And last but not least, you've got the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is about getting back in touch with your friends, getting back in touch with old friends and relatives and stuff like that. And that feels good for you. Call home would do your heart some good. Okay? So happy September to you.
all right. Next, we have Margaret.
Hi, Margaret.
Will I get the place that I'm looking at tomorrow?
Right. Good question. Margaret, get the place she's looking at. Let's see. I hope it's a nice place. I get something about the entry not quite sitting right with you. I'm not sure. There's something funny about the entry. Okay, so you've got the Eight of Wands. No, the Seven of Wands. Sorry, the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is kind of the King of the Mountain kind of card. It's about uh, being ahead, being on top. Not necessarily forever, but that right now you're well aspected to. And I think that the other wands there are just reminding you that, you can mess this up. All right. So then you have the Four of Wands, but it's the Four of Wands reversed. And so the Four of Wands talks about a period of stillness and maybe just a period of uh, healing. But when it's reversed like this, a period of stillness ends. So I think you've been looking for a while. And last but not least, you've got the King of Pentacles. The answer to your question is yes. Yes, 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 you'll get it.
All right. Good for Margaret. Our next question is from Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Donna wants to know about September.
I'm getting that one Earth, Wind, and Fire song in my mind.
Oh, no, don't be doing that.
Everybody asking about September. I hope that puts an earworm in
Oh,
somebody's
no, no, I don't want earworm. I don't like that song. I have to play it at way too many weddings. Oh my God.
I know. It's kind of like song everybody plays. All right, Donna. September starts out with the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is about having a lot of things in front of you and a lot of choices to make. It's a card of confusion, really. So this says you can sort things out. Don't rush yourself. Give yourself a chance to sort through them one by one in a calm manner. Don't let this overwhelm you or let you get confused. Don't let anybody rush. Also, I get temperance. And temperance talks about balance being brought into your life. It also talks about the need to balance things in your life. And I feel that that really applies to you. And I think that it might have to do with, it's kind of like this things that are going in and out and in and out and in and out. And I really think that it has to do with the food in your fridge and the food in your cabinets kind of thing. So you may you may have to come across a more balanced way to feed your family. And finally, you have the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands talks about you being on top of the situation. Maybe not forever, but for a month that starts out with confusion, ending the month feeling on top of things and having your collective crap together is pretty good. So take your time in making things in deciding things, but know that this month will bring balance into your household. Okay. Happy September.
And our next question comes from Samantha Pelkey.
Hello, Samantha.
We're going to look at a house tomorrow in a whole new area.
Oh, how exciting.
Tell me what this new place has in store for my family.
Let's see. What can you tell us about this new? Is it cheaper? Let's see. Tell me about the new house. One, two, and three. Well, Samantha, the first card is the Seven of Wands. So it tells me that when you look at it, if you want it, you can have it. So I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing. Just you need to know that if you want it, you can have it. Okay, and then you have the Hanged Man reverse, and the Hanged Man is about the sacrifices we made. So it might be a little more than you want to pay, but like I said, you can have it if you want it. Let's see what that final card is. Yep, that final card, the Four of Wands. Yeah, that you are going to like this house. This is the house, but yeah, it's going to cost you a pretty penny.
All right. Well, our next question is from Live Life.
Not like
When will I get a better paying job or more money?
okay. Oh, Jerry, the question that your guides are asking you is what are you doing toward that? Are you looking for a job? And also in the job that you're at right now, sometimes you can actually expand your position and work your way into promotion just by starting to take on new responsibilities, like resell yourself. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say.
Working for money doesn't make happy.
What?
Working for money doesn't make happy.
No, it doesn't. But you've got
You want to
the
repeat that so they can hear it?
okay, so the producer said working for money doesn't make happy. So what he's trying to tell you is maybe you're too focused on money and not the other things, which would make sense with its first card that you have. Because it's the Nine of Cups, but it's the Nine of Cups reversed. And the Nine of Cups upright is so good it's sometimes called the wish card. It's about getting what you want, about having that sense of satisfaction. But with that sense of satisfaction comes a little bit of, blood, sweat, and tears. When it's when it's reversed like this, it makes me think that you could have your satisfaction. You can have what you want, but you need to be willing to put in the blood, sweat, and tears. So, then the next card, really nice. Next card you have is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, again, is about going for that happiness. So the cards are saying, turn your back on this, always thinking about money, and start valuing your life by the satisfaction you find. Okay, just give yourself a different ruler. And last but not least, you've got the Ten of Wands. All right, and the Ten of Wands is about burdens and a lot of them. So basically, what the cards are saying, and the producer is he's good. He's good. I'm telling you, he's good. As funny as it sounds, it's not until you learn to get satisfaction from other things in life, that money will come to you. Okay? You gotta find yeah.
All right. And our next question is from Benafsha.
Vanavta.
What changes can I expect in September?
Another September question.
Yeah, everybody's upset. Everybody's fed up with August. Nobody wants to enjoy that last week before the kids go back to school.
Okay. So for your September, it starts out with Seven of Wands. This guy's been showing up a lot tonight. So it does say that you start in a position of advantage. Okay. So figure out what your advantage is and make sure you keep it. Next thing you have is the Queen of Pentacles, but it's the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And the thing about the Queen of Pentacles when she's right side up, she's solid. She's well grounded. She's she's very much associated with the uh, Empress. You know, this loving, nurturing person. But when it's turned upside down, it's just the opposite. It's warning you against, you know, being too caught up on yourself and too caught up in your own things to not reach out to those around you. So make sure you pay attention to those around you and family and take the time to nurture them. That will be in your best interest. Okay, and then you have reversed the Hermit. And again, it's reversed, and really read this like dead bang on. You know, it's kind of like you're already in a position of you're already in a position of advantage. And I really feel like that has to do with work. Now they're saying this is a time to reach out to family in a very big way. You know, you've got to strengthen those bonds. All right, and who's next?
Our next question is from So79.
So 79.
Are there any relationships coming this year?
Good question. Let's Of course, I will say that if you want a relationship, remember to go out and always look your best when you go out and be friendly and happy to people, make a lot of eye contact and smile.
I'm
And not
going
a weird, creepy smile either.
I'm going to have to amend that question to, are there any other relationships coming this year, because he's passed on too. That's what I'm picking up.
Well, the producer says that your question should actually be, are there any other relationships coming my way? Because he said you already passed on to. So let's see. Any relationships coming for so 75. And first thing you get is the Knight of Swords. And I don't know what you're doing with relationships, but you're coming on like too strong, too fast.
Okay, Lancelot.
Yeah. And you've got the Two of Cups, but it's the Two of Cups reversed. So an opportunity for love is there. There is a possibility of a relationship coming your way, but it's up to you to make kind of learn to gentle yourself a little bit. Okay, and then you've got the Page of Wands reversed, and so I think this is why we're getting the reversals, because you do not want to be with a woman with a child. And yet I see a woman with a child being the universe putting a woman with a child before you as a relationship. And I would say to you, my friend, give it a try. At your age, you can't keep chasing away women.
All right. Yes, Susie. New background, new hair color. We're on vacation, Susie, so we're not even home. That's why there's a new set.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
really a new set. That's the That background is what this hotel calls a curtain.
It makes great the backdrop.
Makes a great backdrop, yes. And it is sure bright and cheery in the morning, especially if you forget to put the shade down. Or somebody's a little too eager in the morning and put the shade up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I did wake up this morning ready to greet the day. Boy, that changed. Okay, anyhow.
All right, I'm just trying to find the spot that I got here.
Okay,
Birthday.
and
Cindy C. Will we get to Florida early November or later in the month?
this time, my first impression is this: you can go either time you want, but it's like it's kind of like there's two people going, and both people have to agree. It feels like one wants to go early and one wants to wait for something.
You split the difference in that case.
Yeah, because you've got the page of wands, so you're definitely going in November. You know that's a sure thing, and there's a possibility that you could go earlier. Let's see what the next one is. The the Eight of Cups, and that is about travel, and that is about leaving behind something you really don't want to leave for happiness, romance, vacation, all that other stuff. So what this tells me, the long and short, is there's somebody that's kind of dragging their feet and doesn't want to leave right away between the two of you. Okay, so here you have the Nine of Wands reversed. And the Nine of Wands reversed is about barriers coming down. And so I do think you're going to leave in early November, but it's probably still going to be in the second week, just because I'm getting the numbers 8, 9 around. And that's just because somebody wants to wait around for something to happen. Okay. Anyway, who's next?
Oh, I'm checking. I'm just reading that,
Cheers.
reading ahead, reading ahead. Okay, cool Libra.
Cool Libra. Hi.
When will I find another place? I'm guessing another place to live.
Okay. Libra. Libra in another place. The Five of Cups. That's interesting. That's interesting that it starts out with Five of Cups reversed. So with Five of Cups reversed, there's part loss, part not loss. And I think that this is saying that whatever it is you're seeing as a total loss is not a total loss. So I guess cards are reminding you that you could very well stay where you're at. And here you have the Knight of Pentacles. And so this is about you, cool Libra. And it says, stay well grounded because you can stay where you're at for a while. You can give yourself time to save up for a place. And then last is the Seven of Clubs. So it does say that you can get on top of everything here. As far as finding a place, I really feel like it's going to take a while just because you're not quite ready yet. But there's not as much of a rush as you think there is. Okay.
And our next question is a question, not a question. Susie just wanted to let you know that she's got two part-time jobs and in two different cities.
Wow. See.
Yeah.
Oh, Susie the Traveler.
And our next question is for P Mags. I'm getting anxious about Donnie reaching out after our breakup. Is he still coming forward? Um, did you hear all that over the shuffling and ruffling of the cards?
Yeah. Is am I hearing back from Donnie after our breakup? Okay, let's see. Well, you have the star of hope. So I'm gathering that you would like to hear from him. Yeah, it looks like you get what you wish for. There it is. The Nine of Swords. What you have to ask yourself, there's always a reason for a breakup. It doesn't mean you don't love him. It doesn't mean you don't want him. But there's a reason. And this reason has not been addressed, not in a satisfactory manner. And right now, whatever the problem was before, it is going to come back with a vengeance. And it's going to be worse than before. And it's gonna hurt you because it's like, but you promised me it wouldn't be this way kind of thing. The leopard doesn't change response. And then you've got the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is somebody who's gifted and creative, and it also talks about a young person. So I think the cards are reminding you that your focus should be on a young person around you. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be the same all over again. I cringed as soon as you asked that. Well,
Woo-hoo!
he's waiting for her to call him.
Well, because he's a narcissist.
Yeah. Yeah, when yeah, Nine of Swords around someone. Aw.
Oh, I wasn't listening to the reading or know what the cards were, but I already knew he was a narcissist. Braveheart.
Braveheart.
This is going to be a tough one.
Oh no.
What are the characteristics of my next partner? Your next partner is strong willed, has extremely high morals, but also lives those morals. It's not just talk. He or she is an activist, and staying at home is not their thing. They want to be out, they want to do stuff, they want to make the world better. Let's see what the cards say.
Okay, so I would say just that thing because you start out with the Four of Swords reversed, and the Four of Swords reversed is exactly the opposite of sitting and resting and sitting back and thinking about it. So you do have somebody who is an active go-getter, and those swords say that there's a bit of a cut to them, so this means that you do have a warrior there. And then right here you have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is about the past and the childhood and reaching out in the past. And when it's right side up like this, it seems so nostalgic. And the cards this is actually a little bit of warning, just based on the cards on either side, that this Six of Wands is Six of Cups is telling you not to rely on the past or the things that have worked in the past or not worked in the past. And certainly don't judge the next person in your life by the ruler of those in the past. You do have somebody who's definitely active. And so you do need a different approach. And one of the last thing that they show me is the Ace of Wands reversed. And you need to turn that up. Because the Ace of Wands is about fire and passion. And so if you play Mr. Cool, that's not going to work out. She's got to see the same fire in your eyes that's in hers. Okay. So I hope that helps you out.
And I hope it gives you an idea of where to go looking for your next partner. It ain't at the movie theater. It's on a pickup line, right? It's on a trash line, walking the highways, picking up trash.
Something like that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Youth basketball, because you were talking about the past and
Right, right.
you know. So there's You're not going to find your next partner in the places you normally look.
Yeah.
And going to new places is going to be a big jump for you, and building a personal growth there going on, and it's going to change you for the better.
For the better. So get out there and get activist.
Susie wants to know how the week ahead will go, especially Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday Tuesdays, not just for your movie theater.
All right. Next week for Susie. Okay, the first thing you get is judgment reversed. And I really the what I get about this is judging people. Like it was right side up. It's a you've got great judgment, right? But it's reversed. So don't judge a book by its cover. Be very careful not to judge people on first impressions right now. That won't go well for you. And you have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is, it seems like it's a positive card. It's about separating yourself. In this particular reading, it's about separating yourself from those you know aren't going to do you any good. Okay. So I think that you need to do a little thinning out of the herd there. And finally, the star. The star of hope. Wish upon a star, all that other good stuff. So basically, the 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 week is going to start out a little bit rocky, maybe a little too easy to put your foot in your mouth. Toward the middle of the week, be willing to say bye bye to somebody if they're not benefiting you. And toward the end of the week, well, it looks like you've got something coming through that you've been waiting to hear. So, good week.
All right, our next question is from Suzu, who's looking for permission to ask Raheem how he's feeling for her. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic here. And
Right.
Suzu, obviously, we're not going to answer your question. You want to know how this guy's feeling for you? Ask him.
Yep. I gotta say, yes, ask them. And I understand maybe, young people tend to be a little timid, a little shy. Hey,
That's
get
the
over
only
it.
way to grow.
Hey, yeah, it is. It really is. It's the only way to grow.
All right, our next question comes from Kamar, who wants to know the exact same thing. Kamar, ask Blade. All right?
Ask Blade.
Ask them. All right, now an actual question. Hey, Kathy, how you doing?
Hi, Kathy.
I'm getting a divorce. Is my marriage over, or is there more to come later on?
Oh, dude, if you already slammed that door shut, don't go back in. Oh, worst mistake of your life. Once that door slams shut, it slams shut.
Well, that doesn't always the case. I
I
mean,
tried it. Okay, but but
couples
the
get
cards
divorced for
have
various
no
reasons.
the cards have no judgment. So you all have the cards.
All right, what the cards say?
Cards said Kathy is scared, even though she's perfectly capable of it. Okay. Oh. Very first card, the moon reversed. That's about secrets exposed, secrets coming out. So there's that. So there's a little bit more than just we had a fight and oopsie. And then you've got the Two of Wands reversed. And the Two of Wands is about looking forward and looking at your future accomplishments and being secure in that you have tied up one thing in your life. That's why one is stable, one is to sternly in place, and the other's being held. Okay. But this is a card that it says look ahead. So look ahead. And last but not least, got the Wheel of Fortune. This is a card of luck. And what I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to give you a yes or no because the cards aren't really giving me yes or no. I don't think you're ready to hear the answer. What the cards are telling you is that you don't know everything about the situation and you really haven't fully considered what the future holds after marriage. I know it seems scary, but look at it. You might be surprised. And then when you've got that wheel of fortune, that's things turning in your direction. So I'm not so sure that going back to yesterday is part of this. This is really a kind of spread that says, "Hey, man, look into the future. You this, you don't know everything here."
All right. Next, we have SR who's looking at the week ahead.
All right. So let's see the week ahead while I try very hard
And
not to swivel in my chair.
and then we have a really fun one.
Oh, good.
Oh my! I'm starting to drool already.
Oh, it's a juicy one. So,
Oh yeah!
yes.
Challenging my inner Randy Savage here.
Oh,
Oh yeah!
okay, so, but we're not there yet. We are in SR?
SR.
SR. Oh, SR.
Yeah.
Yes.
SR.
And the week up ahead for SR is,
S and R.
yeah, that's what I was saying. SR.
Well, yeah, but it could yeah.
So the first thing we have is the Nine of Cups reversed. So in the week ahead, it says that you can have everything you want and you should take it without worrying about being selfish. If something is offered to you, it's yours, period. Don't let somebody make you think that you're taking it away from them. You're not. So whatever's offered to you, you accept it with happiness. And then you have the Page of Cups. This is a good week. This is a good card to have. You're going to get a good message in the middle of the week. Maybe a really nice letter or email, something worthwhile. And the week ends with the Empress. So this is about the Empress is very nurturing. She brings fertility and growth to your life. And so this is a good week for you. Whatever is offered to you at the beginning of the week, even though it's almost like you want to turn it down because you don't think you're worthy or you want to share it or whatever. Whatever you're offered is yours, totally yours. Keep it totally yours. You're going to get a message in the middle of the week, and at the end of the week, it looks like you've got prosperity coming your way. It's prosperity and growth. So whatever you're given at the beginning of the week, you'll need at the end of the week. Okie dokie.
All right, our next question comes from Shandy,
Oh, Shandy.
who obviously does not know where she is here.
Uh-oh.
I hope you guys are having a great night, Shandy. We really are. You know, little technical difficulties aside, is perfect. Now comes the doozy. My aunt has done some pretty horrible things lately. She dabbles in spirituality. No! I was wondering if it's mental illness or spiritual or a combination of both. Shandy, we don't dabble in spirituality. We are full blown witches. We practice magic with a capital K. All right? You're asking this question of a psychic who deals with spirituality and spirits and ghosts and, well, not necessarily goblins because those are fictitious, you know. But
Story time.
well, yeah, and look at the Goetia,
Yep.
full of nasties, right? We
Yep.
can give you spells right here, right now. That's what kind of people we are, okay?
Yeah.
We're not some newbies. We know what the heck we're doing, all right? So, this question of yours is small minded,
And stay tuned, Shandy. He's talking. Okay.
and it really shows that you know nothing.
And Shandy, I know that there's a lot of fear, and not, there's a lot of fear born of ignorance. If your aunt is into any kind of spirituality, she is being encouraged to study a lot. You have got to read a lot and study a lot. If you're on a spiritual path, more so than on a regular Judeo-Christian path. There's also the idea of accountability. If she is following a spiritual path, she knows that she is accountable for everything she does. It's not like you can go and confess it and be forgiven. You are accountable. And so that makes it very important that the things you do are honorable. Truth is number one in spirituality. If you are, to lie is to murder a part of the universe. Okay. So all the things that your aunt is finding on spirituality is really good, and you shouldn't be afraid for her. And the only exception is if somebody is asking her for a lot of money. And if that is the case, we take back everything we said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on. Oh, by the way, Shandy, there's nothing wrong with your aunt at all. Our next question is from Milkskin. When will I be getting my own place? It's 10 o'clock. How long do you want to go today?
Not too long. I'm on vacation, and yeah, and I wasn't feeling good very well earlier today, so I didn't even get my birthday cake. Okay, so what was the question?
Oh, Milkskin wants their own place.
Oh, okay, Milson, we'll look at that. Okay, so you've got the five of pentacles right at first. And so there's this idea that where you're at, you're protected. But it's also where you're at, you're kind of being held back, and you're kind of feeling like you're not part of the rest of the world. So I can see that. The next card you have is the Magician reversed. And the Magician is about manifestation. But when it's reversed, it's saying that you can want your own place, but you're going to have to start doing some things to manifest this, to make it happen for you. You think about things you need. The biggest thing you need is money to pay for your place. Also, you might want to consider pairing up with somebody and sharing cost, with somebody you trust, and put everything in writing. Like my southern mother used to say, trust everybody but count the silver. Okay,
I
and
thought it was the silverware.
just count the silver. All right. So, and last is a chariot. So it says that you are moving within a seven.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
Our next question is from Sushama. Hey, welcome,
Okay.
Sushama. You're here every week now. You're a regular.
So nice to see you.
Why is it every time I end up with a failed relationship, it's because I've been cheated?
You've been cheated on.
Well, yeah.
That is a really good question. Because, they say if it happens with everyone, if it happens with one person, it's them. But if it happens to everyone, it's you. And so then you have to ask yourself, what is it about cheaters that makes you attracted to them? Okay. And maybe it's because cheaters will draw you in by making all kinds of promises. They're so romantic when they're romantic, they really are. And so I know that they're a little bit irresistible, and it makes me want to ask you, was your father a cheater? Because there's some reason why you're drawn to people who will do this. Okay. So what you need to do, this is a pattern. What you need to do is you need to be on your own for about 6 months. to break the pattern, to get yourself totally away from it. Be on your own long enough that you aren't thinking about a relationship or aren't thinking about your life in any other terms but your life on your own, because that will break the pattern. Because it's just being cheated on is way too hurtful to do it even one more time. So give yourself this break. Break this pattern, because this is definitely a pattern. Like I said, it makes me wonder if your dad was a cheater.
Anyhow, our next question is from Speak Knowledge, another regular. Welcome back, Speak Knowledge.
I speak knowledge.
How's your side going there, buddy? Is there anything the Tarot wants me to know? Ooh, let's find out.
Yeah, and then one more, and then we're out. Okay.
I got two more. Only got two more questions after that, anyway.
Okay, then I'll do two more. Okay, so this is for speak knowledge. Let's see. What does the tarot want to tell you? Just in general. That's actually a really good question. Okay, the first thing the tarot sends you is a nine of pentacles. And the nine of pentacles is about that solitary enjoyment of what you have done and what you have accomplished in life. So they're basically saying, you've done pretty well for yourself. Give yourself credit for that. Give yourself back on the back. Okay. And then they're sending you the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is a messenger. He's a student of the student. But this does feel like a message coming your way. And even though the cups are about love and emotional stuff, it really feels more like a business message that's coming your way soon. All right. So then, like, if you're waiting for the letter really is coming. And then the last card is the Fool. And I love this card so much, I actually have it tattooed on my arm, like this big, and I'm not exaggerating. Okay, and what Fool is about, the Fool is the ultimate optimism. Optimist. The Fool will dance on the precipice of the Fool is dancing on the precipice of a cliff, a very rocky, barren road, and there's a curve in the road. And the Fool is optimistic that there is an opportunity right around that curve. And the funniest thing of it is that the Fool, because he is so optimistic, attracts good things to him. So be optimistic. You're doing all right. Give yourself credit and know that there are more opportunities coming. And even if they feel a bit risky, grab them, take them.
Our next question is from Rebecca Gomez, and it's a one-card question.
Oh, yeah.
Will I get these taxes done by the extended time of September?
Oi, yo, 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 yo. Let's see why you need the time extended and if you'll be able to get them done. There's, the cure for procrastination is discipline, right? Okay, so
This is where the whip sound will come in.
yeah, because you got the Six of Cups,
That's good.
and that's basically the cards saying grow up.
So is that a yes or a no?
It, you know,
It's a maybe depending on when you get off your ass.
yeah,
There you go.
absolutely. And trust me, I know about procrastination. I drag my feet for months to not do a 5-minute job.
Okay, our last question is from Haunting Live. Hey guys, how you doing? How will this week go after what took place this weekend? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We'll have a private conversation about that later on. Yes. All right. So let's see how this week will go for you. Okay. So I really feel like it's time for you to take a deep breath, take a cold shower, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. You know, it wouldn't hurt you to block somebody for a little while and then unblock them when you're done. Well, you got the Knight of Pentacles. You're going to get good news about money. And the Page of Wands. That's interesting. You're going to get a new opportunity about something, but I think it's coming through a friend. So someone might be kind of sticking their neck out a little bit for you. Yes. And even if it is the idea of somebody sticking their neck out for you, and you may feel like you'd be hurting your pride to take the job, take it, take it, take it. You've got the fool here, the fool. You know it's a great card, it's opportunity. So yeah, you're having an opportunity is coming your way. You might not want to take it, but take it. Okay.
All right, Mars, I'm going to answer your last question. Will this new degree I'm pursuing be financially beneficial for me? Mars, the answer is no. By the time you've done finished the schooling, everything that you've learned will be obsolete. The school's actually teaching you old stuff right now.
Oh, jeez. I hate that when that happens.
Yeah, but it happens. They do their best they can. But in this case, you might want to look at a different way to get that same education, or you might want to look at a different field altogether.
Different school.
Different school. Yeah, perhaps
So,
that.
somebody
Yeah,
more up to date.
yeah. What you're thinking of right now, what you're looking at right now, it's going to make you come out even, really. You're not going to lose money. You're not going to gain a whole lot of money, but it's not going to get you a bigger paycheck initially. 10 years down the road, yes. But at that point, you will have so much experience and so many new things that you've learned that it'll be a whole different story. But like I said, when you come out of college or university, what you've learned, what they've got you ready for a post secondary education, that isn't really there anymore. Something similar happened to me, right, with Summit
Well,
Learning, right?
yeah.
I was in a program that teaches like purchasing clerk kind of thing. And by the time I finished the program and I got out into the real world and I started working in offices, I found out that everything I had learned was old, that everything had changed, and that just modernization had completely upended the job
Yeah.
it
That
to,
happens.
to a point where it was actually just eliminated by all the companies.
Okay.
That's
So
it. That's all. So there we go.
thank you everybody for joining us on our vacation and joining us. This episode has been so much fun and glad to see all of you there. Thank you for joining me on my birthday and have a great week. We'll see you next week.